Let me ask you this. Let's say there's a situation where the experts have advised Ron that a school doesn't need to shut down for a second day. Like, just as a hypothetical, this happened in Cleveland. Would he be the one to call and say, look, on behalf of the White House, on behalf of the CDC, I'm the person who's coordinating this for the president. We don't really think you need to go to this level of security, so don't do that. Would he be the kind of person to do that?
Well, it's difficult to sort of engage this kind of hypothetical situation, but against my better judgment, since it's Friday, I'll give it a shot. I think this goes to what I've tried to convey.
What that person would do, because all sorts of things are happening. People are positioning themselves and using abundance of caution, but in ways that may not actually be helpful economically or optically or whatever. And I would assume that the White House would have more than passing interest in some of the things that are being carried out as the public reacts to this. Sure. And I'm wondering if Ron would be so empowered, because he has 100% of his time on this task, to do that kind of follow-up.
Well, I think the point that I'm trying to make, and this is something that we have discussed over the last couple of days, is that there are specific agencies that are responsible for their areas of expertise. So when we're talking about schools, the Department of Education is involved in communicating with school districts all across the country on a whole wide range of things. So there might be a role for the Department of Education to play. We would also urge that as people, whether they're school administrators or business owners, that they're relying on medical expertise as they're making decisions about how best to protect their communities or to protect their employees. And we would expect that they'd be able to get that medical advice either from the CDC or the HHS or from their state and local healthcare workers. So there are clear lines of responsibility in terms of who is in charge of what. Mr. Klain will have the responsibility of ensuring that all of the agencies are properly coordinating on that effort. But at the end of the day, the buck stops with the President of the United States.
Okay.